You have been told a story since the day you were born. It echoed in your parents' advice. It was whispered in your school lessons. And it was carved into every motivational poster you ever saw. If you work hard, you will succeed. It sounds noble, doesn't it? It makes sense. It feels just and fair. You struggle, you grind, you sacrifice. And someday, the system will reward you. But let me tell you something that might shake you. This is one of the greatest lies ever sold to society. Hard work by itself doesn't make you rich. Hard work keeps you busy. Hard work keeps you tired. Hard work makes you a good employee. But rich? No, that's a different game entirely. And here's the most uncomfortable truth of all. The system was never designed for you to win with hard work. In fact, the harder you work, the deeper you often sink. Look around you. The hardest workers in society, the miners, the factory workers, the cleaners, the farmers who break their backs under the sun, are rarely the ones living in mansions. They aren't boarding private jets. They aren't creating generational wealth. No, those people sit somewhere else. They sit in glass towers, on corporate boards, pulling the strings. They have learned a different set of rules, a set of rules that was hidden from you while you were busy being taught to work hard and be patient. This video is not just about exposing the lie. It is about exposing the system that created the lie. Because lies don't survive by accident. They are crafted, polished, and repeated until they feel like common sense. And this particular lie has been repeated for centuries, not because it serves you, but because it serves them. By the time you finish watching, you won't just see the cracks in the story. You will see the entire machine that built it, the psychology that keeps you trapped, and the alternative path that was always hidden in plain sight. So, if you've ever wondered why you work harder every year, yet feel like you're standing still, if you've ever looked at the wealthy and thought, how do they do it? While you drown in bills. If you've ever felt a quiet rage inside you because deep down you know something isn't fair, but you can't quite put your finger on it, then you need to hear this. Because this is not just a lie, this is the prison you were born into. And the sooner you see it, the sooner you can break out of it. To understand the lie, you have to go back in time. Back to the very moment when societies first realized they needed workers more than they needed thinkers. In the early days of industrialization, factories were multiplying, cities were expanding, and wealth was being hoarded at the top. For the system to survive, it needed one thing above all else: obedient labor. The ruling class understood something simple. If people believed that hard work itself was the path to prosperity, they would keep working endlessly, without question, even if the wealth created by their labor never returned to them. So the story was crafted. Work hard, stay disciplined, and one day you will rise. It was a promise never meant to be delivered, only dangled like a carrot before a donkey. This philosophy was reinforced in schools. Think about it. Why do schools emphasize punctuality, obedience, memorization, and repetition? It's not because those are the traits of entrepreneurs, creators, or leaders. It's because those are the traits of factory workers. The modern school system wasn't designed to make you rich, it was designed to make you compliant. Fast forward to today and little has changed. You are still told to go to school, get a degree, work hard, climb the corporate ladder, and eventually you'll make it. Yet the statistics tell another story. The majority of people retire with little to no savings. The middle class is shrinking, and the wealth gap is wider than it has ever been in history. If hard work were truly the path to wealth, then the hardest workers would be the richest. But look at society. The sanitation worker who wakes up at 4 a.m. to clean the streets. The construction worker who sweats under the sun. The single mother working 2 jobs just to feed her children. They are not becoming wealthy. They are barely surviving. So why does the lie persist? Because it is convenient for those at the top. If you believe that your lack of wealth is your fault because you didn't work hard enough, you will never question the system itself. You will blame yourself instead of blaming the game. This is how the lie became immortal. It's not just a phrase. It is a social control mechanism engineered to keep you running in place while the wealthy move further ahead. You are programmed from birth. Your parents, who were also victims of the lie, tell you to study hard so you can get a good job. Your teachers reward you for obedience. Your bosses reward you for staying late and working weekends. Society applauds sacrifice, but rarely questions who truly benefits from it. The truth? Most of your hard work directly enriches someone else. You are trading your time for money, but your boss is leveraging your time to create far greater wealth for themselves. You are taught to admire the CEO who built the company, but forget the thousands of unseen workers who actually keep it alive. Media reinforces the programming too. Watch a movie or a TV show. How often is the hero portrayed as someone who works hard, stays humble, and is eventually rewarded? It's the same story, repackaged again and again, drilling the belief deeper into your subconscious. Advertising plays its part as well. You're told to buy the car that proves you've made it, to wear the watch that shows your status, to own the house that represents success. And to afford these things, you're encouraged to work harder, take on debt, and chain yourself even tighter to the cycle. You might think you are making free choices, but the reality is you're walking inside a carefully constructed maze. A maze that rewards compliance, punishes questioning, and distracts you with shiny objects so you never realize the exit exists. This is not education, it's programming, and unless you recognize it, you will live your entire life inside someone else's design. But why do you believe the lie so deeply? Why do even intelligent, aware people cling to the idea that hard work will pay off? The answer lies in psychology. Humans crave fairness. We want to believe in a just world where effort equals reward. It's comforting. It gives meaning to suffering. If your pain has a purpose, you can endure it. Psychologists call this the just world hypothesis, the belief that people get what they deserve and deserve what they get. This belief keeps entire societies obedient, because if you dare to question it, you face a terrifying reality, that the game is rigged and you have been wasting your time. Cognitive dissonance plays its role too. Once you've invested years into working hard, it becomes painful to admit that the strategy itself was flawed. So you double down, you keep grinding, keep sacrificing, keep telling yourself, one day it will all pay off. It's the same trap gamblers fall into. They lose, but instead of walking away, they play harder, believing their big win is just around the corner. Society has made you a gambler of your own life, betting everything on a jackpot that was never meant for you. Here is the truth the wealthy already know. Wealth is not about how hard you work. It's about how smart you work. It's about leverage. The wealthy don't trade time for money. They trade ideas, assets, and systems. They invest in businesses, in real estate, in intellectual property. They use money to make more money, while you use time to make barely enough. You were told to save. They were told to invest. You were told to avoid risk. They were told to take calculated risks. You were told to be patient. They were told to move fast and break things. And because they play by different rules, they win. Every time. The irony? These rules are not hidden. They are visible everywhere. But society has conditioned you not to see them. They are in books, in interviews, in biographies. But you've been too busy working, too exhausted, too distracted to study them. That is the final trick, to keep you so consumed with survival that you never discover how to thrive. The lie has evolved with time. Today, it wears new disguises. Student debt. You are told education is the path to success, but end up chained to loans for decades. Consumerism. You are told to buy things to show success, which keeps you broke. The 9-5 grind. You are told stability is noble, but it traps you in a cycle of dependency. Retirement myths. You are told to wait until old age to enjoy life, but many never make it that far. Every trap has the same purpose. Keep you working, keep you obedient, keep you feeding the machine. The truth is uncomfortable, but necessary. Hard work alone will not make you rich. It will make you tired. It will make you compliant. It will make you useful to someone else's dream. But now you see the game. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. The question is, what will you do about it? Now that you've seen the truth for yourself, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this lie? Have you felt trapped by it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button right now so more people can find it. And don't keep this truth to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Finally, if you want more lies of society exposed, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell, because this is only the beginning.